All right, true crime stories. Oh my gosh. All right, so in most of these tales, I'm not going to say people's names, but the thing is, this guy is really a piece of work. So I want anybody who can look this guy up. His name is Patrick Blanchard. He has an open murder case. Go look him up on Google. Patrick Blanchard in Kenton County, Kentucky. He killed a woman. I just don't have much respect for guys who do violence to women. So, anyway, the point is, this guy, I encountered this guy back about 13, 12 years ago, and we had a business arrangement. And the crazy thing is, I actually like the kid. He's like, probably like maybe 11, 12 years younger than me. So, there's always going to be a little weirdness with guys of different ages. But overall, he was cool. But what I didn't like was the fact that this guy was just so involved in the gunplay. Now, what I realize is just the new generation just is into the violence. And I just don't understand it. But anyway, he was just real big into that. His friends always getting robbed. They're getting into beef with the other little guys in the neighborhood. I just told him, man, let's get your money, man. You don't need all that. Just like all the ridiculousness. His mother was involved. I mean, his little brother was involved. I didn't really appreciate that. Especially some things with his little brother. I'm like, man, you can't have him doing this. Like, I mean, you just can't have your little brother involved in extremely violent situations. But anyway, the last dance with this guy, the last time I encountered this guy tried to rip me off, and I didn't fall for it. Yep, I remember like it was yesterday. Met up with him and this other guy in this busted up old Navigator. It looked like it was probably a fly ride years earlier, but it was an old Navigator. And he tried to slide me some garbage. Oh my gosh. I looked at that. I was like, dude, I can't take this. I was like, I do not want this, bro. Like, he tried to get me for like $1,600 on some garbage. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Then he gave me the whole, oh, all right, let me go see what I can do. He told me he's going to go get something better. So right then, now see, as you can look at that date, check the date out. It's 2007. I already told you guys the sweet spot ended in 2004. So right then, for whatever reason, I agreed to meet up with his lieutenant or his underboss or whoever, Steve's. That's another character. He's another supporting cast member who had a lot of potential, but not really sure what happened to him. But anyway, I go meet up with Steve's, and I only bring $400 because I'm like, I don't really trust these guys anymore. And Steve's handed me something that looked suspect, but it looked a lot better than what Patrick had. So I took it against my better judgment. And of course, when I get home, it's completely fake. So basically, that was like my last dance with them guys because I was just like, it just wasn't worth it. You know, how after cats start robbing everybody, start ripping everybody off, they, changed the phone numbers. I mean, they had dogs and guns and all this other stuff. And I was just like, it's just not worth it. I was in my 30s. I'm not about to get involved in no gunplay. And then I heard a few months later, after that, he got busted. I'm like, okay, he's hot. It's just, I was just like, I'm not worried about this guy. And then fast forward 12 years later, I see this guy on the news. That is so crazy. I looked at that picture. I was like, because I didn't know his last name. I looked at it. I saw his name was Patrick. I was like, man, I hollered at my boy back home. I was like, look at this link. I was like, is that P-Pat? He was like, yeah. I was like, ain't that crazy? He got a murder charge. I was like, man, what comes around goes around. Yeah, he always liked to be real physical with the ladies. But yeah, I don't appreciate that. I do not respect somebody being real violent with the women. So yeah, that was my last dance with Patrick Blanchard. Please look him up. And yeah, if you want to hear more stories, I got a lot of stories about that guy. Things that me and him and some of our other friends did that I can't discuss. Some of that stuff I definitely can't discuss on Periscope. Some of that stuff I don't need to discuss at all. But I think some of that was the statute of limitation should be up. So yeah, some of that stuff is very felonious, and I would love to talk about it. If you want to hear these stories, go to the link in my bio, drop your email address, and I'll plug you into the information.